The terrorists based in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir have been using different tactics to infiltrate into Union territory of Jammu and Kashmir with an aim to target the Indian security forces and create fear psychosis among the people. These terrorists do infiltration attempts with the help of Pakistan Army. Recently, a trans-border tunnel along the international border was detected by the Indian security forces, which clearly indicate active infiltration attempts by Pakistan-based terrorists at the border. A report.
This tunnel, detected in Jammu's Samba district, traces its way back to Pakistan. The sandbags bearing the markings of Karachi tell the wicked tale of Islamabad-aided terrorist infiltration activities along the international border. The exposure was made on August 29, when the Indian border forces found a hidden tunnel along the LOC. Based on intelligence inputs, the security forces launched a search operation in the area, after which a tunnel extending 150 to 160 yards into Jammu and Kashmir, originating from Pakistan, was found along the sandbags with markings of Pakistan on them.
This tunnel is about 150 meters long so far, which has been detected, starting from the Pakistan side. It's about 25 feet the depth of the tunnel, and the dia of the tunnel is about 2 feet by 2 feet. And when we look at the opening of the tunnel on the Indian side, it has been very strongly reinforced by using the sandbags. And the sandbags have got the markings of Pakistan, like Karachi, Shakargarh, and some names of the factories to which these sandbags belong are also indicated on those sandbags.
There have been regular intelligence reports about the presence of a large number of terrorists across the border, as they have already completed their training in the terror camps and are waiting for an opportune moment to sneak into Jammu and Kashmir. Failing to push these terrorists into Indian side from traditional methods of cross-border firing, Pakistan Army has now resorted to underground means of pushing in ultras. Jammu and Kashmir police have confirmed the role of Pakistan establishment in such tunnel makings, suggesting that this kind of appropriate designing of the tunnel using sandbags cannot be done without the help of Pakistan Army.
These sandbags that are there, they have Shakargarh and Karachi markings on them. Now this sandbags has had twofold utilization. One was to shore up the entrance of the tunnel so that it would not collapse and no one would get to know that there is a tunnel over here. And second was that they were used to ferry out the mud that was they excavated from here and empty it out into the Pakistan land. Now this shows there is a direct link between one, the Pakistani Rangers, second, the ISI which plans this, and third, the Pakistan government, because all this thing, this sort of a tunnel could never be made without the active connivance of the Pakistani Rangers, the ISI and the Pakistan Army, and of course the Pakistan government.
This is not the first time when a tunnel has been identified in the region. In fact, terrorists from Pakistan have been frequently using such underground paths to enter into Jammu and Kashmir in the last few years. Moreover, it has been observed that besides LOC, Samba and Hiranagar sectors along the IB have been favorite infiltration routes for Pakistan-sponsored terrorists. Masood Azhar's nephew, Umar Farooq, a key player in Pulwama bombing, had also infiltrated from Samba sector in Feb 2018 using a tunnel. However, efforts of alert border security force troops deployed in multi-tiered counter-infiltration grid have once again foiled the evil design of terrorists in deep collusion with the Pakistan establishment.
These tunnels they made just to send in their men and material undetected into the Indian territory, so that then they could create mayhem. And this is not the first time this has happened, because this is the fourth tunnel that has been discovered by the Indian authorities, and therefore we see that Pakistan is now hell-bent to go underground and send their militants like rats into the Indian territory.
On their course of dismantling terror routes, and terror networks from all fronts, Indian security forces also neutralized at least 11 terrorists in successive gun battles in Pulwama and Shopian districts of Kashmir. The operation comes at a time when terrorists have intensified attacks on village council members and other leaders in Kashmir. 5 have been shot dead in the past 3 months, prompting police to move 1,000 village leaders to high security zones. Frustrated by the rapid development and prevailing peace in Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistan is using all tricks in its book to unleash violence in the region. But vigilant Indian security forces have been successfully thwarting all its mischievous agendas.